Dolls aren't just for girls, okay? Girls' toys. I'm triggered. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today is another Disney doll day. I saw on Instagram, I don't remember who it was unfortunately, but I saw somebody posted that Disney came out with a limited edition doll for Esmerelda. And I have always thought that Esmerelda was one of the, if not the prettiest doll or character from Disney. Like, I just thought she was gorgeous, specifically for the dolls. Back in the 90s when I was a kid, I always saw her and I wanted her so bad because I always love the dresses that flare out, and they use that as the gimmicks in her dolls. Like, they have the one where you spin her around and her dress flares out and stuff like that. I've always been a fan of that. Plus, I think that she is just gorgeous. She has like the tan skin with the dark hair and the piercing eyes and just the way that she looks. I think they actually like animated her to look like Demi Moore, which is the person that voiced the character. And I really liked that. But anyway, so that's neither here nor there. There's a limited edition doll and I've got her already. So when I saw that on Instagram that they had released this doll, I just went on just to see if they happened to still be there. Because I'm like, well, if people already know about it and bought it, it might be like some of the other ones that I wanted to get and they just sold out. But it wasn't. It was still there and available. She was like $129, I believe. And when I ordered her, I only ordered her like 4 days ago. And she's here already. So that was fast. I wasn't expecting to get her in. I got her in yesterday. So, but yeah, here is the box. Now, I just have to show you something really quick. Trigger warning. The sticker says girls' toys. I saw that and I'm like, I'm triggered. I don't like that they had to say that on the box. Dolls aren't just for girls, okay? Girls' toys. I'm triggered. But anyway, so yeah, I thought that was funny and I wanted to point that out. But anyway, yeah, so I'm not going to be fully unboxing her. I'm going to do a similar review as I did with my 10th anniversary Rapunzel doll. I will take off the dust cover and everything so that way you can see her without a glare. But since I didn't want it to be like a super short video, I figured I would do like a first impression. So I'm going to open her on camera where you can see. So let me actually get this outer box opened really quick. So that way I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to cut. I don't know what kind of packaging it is on the inside here. Oh, that was thoughtful. They had a piece of cardboard there, so if you are cutting it open, that you don't cut through to the box, which is nice. Ooh, the top of the box looks so good. All right, okay, so wait, hold on. She is, okay, well, there's that. She is facing me, so I am going to face her towards you. Wait, how am I gonna do this? Here we go. I can see her in the little viewfinder. There's a glare. Oh, there she is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, now the only bad thing about ordering online from shopdisney.com is you can't line them up and look at them and choose the best one, which is sad because a lot of the Disney stores in my area closed. I think there is still one open in Sacramento, but I just ordered her online because I saw her and I was like, you know, trigger finger, just click buy mine. Send it. Okay. First review or first impressions. Oh wow, my voice cracked. Oh my god, she's gorgeous. Oh yes, so much detail. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this light on. Maybe, oh, there we go. There's a little more light. I look all washed out, but I don't care. She looks beautiful. So there she is. There is a glare, so I'll be taking this dust cover off here in a little bit. Look at all the detail in the dress. There's actual chains. Oh, I love this. She is gorgeous. I love every detail about the dress. This is the reason why I like the puffy sleeve and corset with the big skirt look, is literally because of Esmeralda. I've always liked this style. So, and I love the box is gorgeous. I love the color combinations with the purple and like the coral red and the gold. It definitely reminds me of the movie. So it's absolutely on brand. Hold on, let me get the thumbnail really quick. Oh, I love all of the little like details, like the little stars, and there was like suns and crescent moons printed everywhere. I love this. Now, I'm not the best at like doing super in-depth close-up reviews or detail shots or whatever. There is a couple other people who have reviewed this already that do a much better job than I do, but I'm gonna do my best to show this. Now here is, so the sides have windows as well as the top, which is nice to let light in, so it's great for displaying. Here's the back of the box, and there is some details here, which let me just read through this really quick. Now, a lot of these are very similar, so it's like they kind of cut and paste the text for a lot of these and then just kind of like customize it to the individual doll that it is. But it says, Disney is proud to present this limited edition Esmeralda doll that brings to life the outspoken and independent young woman who is a champion for the poor and downtrodden. When Esmeralda witnesses the cruel bullying of Quasimodo, a kind and innocent bell ringer condemned to the highest tower in a cathedral, she steps in to do what's right and defend him. Designed by Disney Store artists, this limited edition doll invites Disney fans and collectors alike to celebrate the beauty and humanity in all, like our kind-hearted heroine. I love that. And I think that's so great. And that's part of the reason why I love this character so much, just because it's like, you know, you could sit back and do nothing. Like if something's happening, it might be none of your business or whatever. But like really, if there's something that you're able to do, do it. You know, like don't just let bad things happen. If you have the ability or capability to put a stop to it or to help somebody in need, you know, like that's just one of those things. And I know that I'm not the best at doing that. If I'm out in public and something happens, like obviously, like if somebody is in need or help or whatever, I'm going to do what I can to do that. But like if something bad is happening or there's some kind of confrontation, I'm that person that's like, it's not my business. I you know, like I don't want to get drawn in, or, you know, like I don't want to become part of the drama or whatever. So I'm guilty of that myself. But I love that message, and I think that it's a great message in general. And that's one of the reasons why I really like this character. Now, they usually have like the prices on these stickers, but since it came from online, there's no price. It's usually just the ones that are in the store that actually have the price printed on it. So let me show you back here. There is this ribbon here. So if you just pull the ribbon and do this, then it's attached, the ribbon is attached to the front cover. So this comes off. There we go. And then here she is without that frame. And then here's the dust cover. Let me try and get this. Take it. How am I going to do this? Hold on. I forgot. These are kind of not the easiest to take off. They're not really meant to, okay, here we go. They are meant to come off so that way you could do exactly what I'm doing, which is to see the doll without the dust cover on. And then, so here's the doll. Now, the part that she's attached to back here, this orange board is separate from the outer shell, which is nice. So I can actually scoot her out. Let me just grab the doll itself. Take her out here. So this is separate. I'm just going to set this down here on my desk for a second. And then back here, you've got the certificate of authenticity. And I know some people are curious, so I got number 1,166 out of 7,000. So there were 7,000 of these produced worldwide, and I think that it was kind of like cut down the middle. Half and half was in the US and the rest were in the UK or something like that. Actually, I think there was more in the UK because those ones kind of got spread out to other countries as well. I'm not sure where all that they were released in, but on the certificate of authenticity, it says, Certificate of Authenticity, Esmerelda Collector Doll. This limited edition doll, released in 2021 by Disney Store, has been carefully designed by Disney Store artists to ensure every detail was captured. This collectible doll is sure to be a treasure keepsake for many years to come. So it's literally the same, like I said, cut and paste text that I'm noticing on a lot of these Disney Store limited edition or collector dolls. So I am going to carefully put this back in here in the box. Let's take a look at the doll. So here is the doll. She is stunning. I love her little smirk. Hold on. I want to like reposition her head a little bit. Oh, it's kind of like pinned in a certain way. That's okay. The hair seems to be a good quality. It's very similar to the Rapunzel doll. It's not my favorite quality, but it is decent. It's very, very gelled. So there's a lot of gel in her hair to kind of keep the curls and keep it designed a certain way in the box. Let's zoom in a little bit and take a closer look. So here is the doll. The details on this doll are amazing. She has her little hair wrap here, the purple. It's done by a ribbon. So I think the original one was more of like a bandana piece of cloth, but this is like a ribbon, which is fine. It creates the look, right? She's got her one earring there, just like she had in the movie. It's got this necklace which has an actual chain and this cute little pendant, and it's metal. It's actually metal, which is great. I mean, it's nice when you get good quality for, you know, what you're paying for and everything. Across the top of the shirt, or the bodice, whatever you want to call this, has some really beautiful embroidery that's like actual golden thread embroidery with the little rhinestones that they like to put on all these limited edition dolls. All the details here are stitched or embroidered. Nothing is painted on or printed on. It's great. I love this. Moving down here to her sash, she has this beautiful like ribbon decal. All of these are gold decals, like the stars and everything on her sash. These are not embroidered, but I think it looks appropriate and looks nice, you know, like this with the gold decals on it. And then I don't know what this kind of ribbon is called, but I know that you can get this kind of elaborate ribbon, you know, detailing at like the craft store or the fabric store. And then hanging from golden chains, you've got these cute little pendants that have turquoise in them, which is awesome because it's like my favorite color, but I love this gemstone. Is it considered a gemstone? I don't know, but anyway. And then you've got the little dangly chains here on the bottom. I love that detail because she had like the coins hanging off of this thing in the movie and in the original doll back in the 90s. So I like that they did something a little more elaborate for this one. So moving down to her skirt, she has all these rhinestones on it. And then around the bottom, this is really pretty. This is like an applique. So it's like a golden applique. And then this turquoise color is done in a turquoise glitter, which I love because it's not coming off at all. And it's adds a really nice amount of sparkle, but the color combination is gorgeous. I love this purple and turquoise with the gold. I love that combination. It looks so good together. So looking at some of her other accessories, she has this little bangle style bracelet, which I can't tell if it's plastic or if it's metal, because it almost feels like metal, but it could have just be like a really metallic painted plastic piece, but it's heavy. So I think it might actually be metal, which is nice. And then she has her little tambourine here, which I kind of wish was like a real tambourine. Like I wish when you tapped it, it would actually make noise like a tambourine, but that's okay. She also has another bracelet back here, which you couldn't really see because it's hiding behind the tambourine, which is nice. They didn't have to do that, but I like the fact that they did. Oh, it's actually two bracelets. There's two little bangle bracelets right there. That's cool. I like that. And she has the ribbons dangling from the tambourine. Now, these dolls are fully articulated like the regular Disney Store dolls are, except this one has upgraded articulation, I guess. So they have movement at the head, obviously, the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist. They also can move at the hips, the knees, and she can also move at the feet. Now, I want to show, she has a bangle around her foot. She has an anklet. Look at this. Here you go. You can kind of See, she's got like an anklet bangle right there. But the way that her feet look is updated. It looks a little more realistic. It's so much better than the ones before. I don't have a way to really show you the ones before. Oh wait, yes I do, hold on. I almost forgot that I have this Ariel doll out of the packaging. So this is the Disney Parks Diamond Castle Collection Ariel. And she came out for the Little Mermaid's 30th anniversary last year or the year before. Anyway, so this is her in her like green dress. And down here you can see her articulation and her feet. So here is Ariel's foot. It looks very much like a classic Barbie foot, kind of, where the toes look teeny tiny, and it's just perfect to fit in the high heel shoe that they give her. And then here's a look at the articulation for the knees. It's literally just a joint that goes back and forth for the knee on the older 17-inch Disney Store dolls. Also, since we're comparing, here is Ariel's hand. This is what it looks like, which is the older hand. I know that they've updated the hand mold since then anyway. But here's Esmerelda's hand. You can kind of see it definitely looks a little bit more natural, a lot better of a sculpt than the previous iteration. You can see her feet look a lot more natural looking. Once again, a much better sculpt. They look like actual feet, and they have the articulated ankles, which is nice. And I'm trying to show you the knee articulation. Her dress is tacked down, so it's a little difficult, but you can kind of see it there. It reminds me of like the Barbie Extra, the way that those are articulated. It's similar. So not only does it go back and forth, but it also swivels. So there's a lot more posability in this newer Esmeralda doll. So yeah, like if this wasn't such an expensive collector doll, I would fully take her out so that way I can like pose her and get like much better photography for her. But I just didn't really want to do that. I really like the way that she looks in her box, so I didn't want to take her out. I wanted to keep her like in this position and everything for display purposes. So, but at least I'm able to kind of show you out of the box. I really like that they do that for these dolls. So, but I really like the fact that they updated all the articulation and everything. I think that they're much, much better, and I'm much happier with spending the amount of money on them, because they are quite expensive for a single doll. But the quality is here, and you know what? The value is in the eye of the person who's considering buying it. So, anyway. Oh, she also has rooted eyelashes, I just realized. I realized I didn't really give you a good close-up of her face. So she has rooted eyelashes. She's just stunning. I think she's so cute. She has a little smirk, like one eyebrow is kind of raised more than the other, and I love that. She's kind of got almost like a little sarcastic grin, and I think it's perfect for her character. It's also funny because a lot of times with these dolls, like I find out that they're coming out a while before they actually do, so I'm like deciding if I want to get them or not. This one was like, hey, guess what I just ordered on, Instagram, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was coming out. So, and then I went over and said she was available. I'm like, I guess I'm buying her. So, actually, I wasn't sure, just because she is a 17-inch doll, which means that she takes up a lot more space than the smaller dolls do. And I wasn't sure if I was going to get her because I don't have a whole lot of space right now. And I messaged Samantha, and I was like, I really, really want her, but she's the 17-inch doll, and she's much larger, and I don't have as much room. And Samantha's like, she's gorgeous, you have to get her. So I was like, well, Samantha told me to. Thanks, Samantha. So another doll that they just announced is the new Alice in Wonderland doll. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm a huge Alice in Wonderland fan. I don't know if I'm gonna get that doll though. Like, you would think it's Alice in Wonderland, hands down, no question, I'm getting it. But anyway, so yeah, this is Esmerelda. I am so happy to have her. Like I said, she's one of my favorite characters to have a doll for because I just think she's absolutely stunning, and I'm never disappointed with any of the dolls that I've seen coming out. Like all the recent ones I'm so happy with, and I really like the details that they did on this doll, and I think that they did an amazing job. So that is pretty much it for this video. I'm going to put her back in her box before I ruin something and find a place for her on my shelf. I don't even know where I'm going to put her just yet, but I need to put her, oh, you know what? I'm probably going to put her next to, not Ariel, Rapunzel up here. I think I'm going to move my Diamond Collection Aurora over there with my other Aurora, and I'm probably going to put Esmeralda right there so that the two similar doll boxes will be right next to each other. But anyway, I'm going to get going for right now. Thank you so much for watching as I figure out my camera. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting the thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified every time I upload. I post new videos every week Wednesday, except for when I don't and I post them on Thursday. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.